The MLB Gambling Podcast on the Sports Gambling Podcast Network is brought to you by Fantasy. The brand new offer for new customers. Play just $5, $50 in bonus funds. Use promo code MLB SGPN. And welcome, everybody, to the MLB Gambling Podcast here on the Sports Gambling Podcast Network. It's currently Wednesday morning, August 27th, around 10 a.m. Eastern. I'm Rose Garrett-Shaw, once again joined by Adam Roseberg together to break down our favorite props for the Wednesday card. Adam, how's it going with you? What's up?
It's good. We've been back as we're about to slow the things down. On baseball, I'm kind of bringing our plays down a little bit so that we can start to pivot towards football. But I'm good, ready for some stuff. There's a lot of good, I got a good one today that I'm excited to send you.
Okay, so once again, we got a bunch of plays for the card today. Should be fun. Before we get into any of our actual props for the Wednesday card, a reminder that the football is going to be back soon. With college football already started, the NFL is going to be starting in a couple of weeks. But a reminder, the football is back, and so is our amazing merch sale, because 25% off everything is currently available at the merch store with the promo code football. So make sure to check out the once again, merch store for MLB Gambling Podcast merch, Tennis Gambling Podcast merch, really all the shows that you can think of on this network does have some merch. So check it out, and you can get yourself a nice discount with the promo code football at checkout for a quarter off. Plus, a reminder, SGPN just launched their Survivor contest, $100 entry, winner take all, at sportsgamblingcom/survivor. Plus, you can also get a nice promo code, which is the promo code finals for a $10 credit if you are new to Splash Sports. So check out the Survivor contest before the NFL season does actually start. Anyway, moving on to the props. Adam, I'll let you go first as always. What's going to be your first prop on the show?
Going to go with, who's our free space right now?
James Wood strikeouts.
Bingo, 2 Ks. I get it. Max Fried doesn't really strike out a lot of guys. I don't care. James Wood is a
You can strike out James Wood.
I could strike out James Wood right now. Talk about a fall. Like, you and I took him at 150-1 in June for home run leader because he was mashing, frankly. Yeah. Mm-hmm. And he's just like, from the moment he looked uncomfortable in the home run derby to just, now, he's been terrible. So anyway, look, he's still hitting the ball, but he's still got a 43% K rate. So like, this is one of those things where you have a fun book that allows you to parlay Ks with hits. Like, I don't hate him to have like a double and 2 Ks. So anyway, we're gonna go with James Wood. It's plus 116. So just gonna do that. Very easy. He is, the people that want to know, he has not 2 Ks but 3 Ks in 7 of his last 10 games. And against lefties, he has 3 Ks in 5 of his last 6.
Yeah, it's pretty egregious with the amount of strikeouts he's had for the last.
I would say it's not just egregious; it's gregarious. He's just giving out Ks to everybody.
He really is. He's just handing strikeouts to everybody. So definitely like to play at plus money. I can get behind that too. But I am going to throw in another play from that same game. Actually, as a Yankees fan, there's one guy that most Yankee fans can't stand. I'd say more than the others on this team.
Is it?
And that is Anthony Volpe. And I can get Volpe no hits at plus 135. Why? I have no idea. I'm going to take that.
Were they putting him back in the order?
Got to be the bottom of it. I mean, he's already been towards the bottom anyway. Now, there is a chance he doesn't play. This is the early game. They haven't announced the lineup yet. He came back.
They benched it, but they said that they were going to put him back in. Like they said that yesterday.
They put him back in yesterday, and he went 0 for 4. So I don't know if he's going to actually play in this game. But Cavalli does give up some hits, but he's been fine overall. But you're looking at Volpe, who has 1 hit in his last 32 at-bats. He's in a 1 for 32 slide, no hits in 7 of his last 8. Plus 135 is ridiculous on principle. I got to go with Volpe no hits at that price. I understand if you want to make the argument that, Cavalli gives up some hits. Maybe you can argue it should be plus 105, something like that. But 135 when he's been in the middle of a 1 for 32 slide, I think is just a great overall price. So I'm going to take that. Give me Volpe for the value for no hits again at plus 135.
I see the artist formerly known as Insano asking about it. I don't know why his stuff is different. I recognize the icon. The person said Ed.
Yeah.
It was Ed. I thought it was Captain Insano. So anyway, see him asking, by the way, James Wood, the 3K price. I don't see it, but I love it. That'll be definitely part of
this.
It should. It's on Fliff. For those people?
I don't think I've ever seen a 3K prop market in my life.
Plus 360.
Okay. Never seen that in my life. But any thoughts on Volpe today? Because once again, he might not play, and this ends up voiding.
No, I don't think he's not going to play. I don't see. That's the thing is, I don't think you can't at this point from a baseball perspective. Like you can't. Like yes, you benched him. Like most guys, like I
mean, my argument is you might create a full-on timeshare at shortstop. That's kind of my argument.
I wouldn't do that. You're hot. Everything else on this team is hot. I wouldn't do that. I would definitely.
I'd have to consider it. You're hot despite of Volpe, who's been terrible.
Yeah, but
Caballero's actually been okay.
Right, but the problem is that in baseball you can't tinker. Look, this is what the problem is with the Orioles and why Brandon Hyde got fired. You can't tinker with a lineup consistently, especially in the final part. Like Toronto lost yesterday. The Yankees are 8-2 in their last 10. Like they're like all the crap that people want to give the Yankees. The Yankees have been winning games, and they have a very soft
they've been
schedule.
really good. Boston's been really good. Toronto's been fine. They lost yesterday. Shout out to your guy.
Toronto's been 5-5 in their last 10. They lost.
They haven't been terrible. They're losing ground.
They're losing. And the thing is like you can't tinker. You can't do a timeshare the last month of the season. You got to be like, we're damned if we do, we're damned if we don't. Because the problem is that these guys are all creatures of habit, and you just can't do that. So I mean, Aaron Boone's a bad manager, so he'll probably do that, but you can't do that.
Look, I think if you're asking me as a Yankees fan who I'd rather see every day at shortstop,
it's very, very, very different. Very different.
Correct. Question. That's 100% true. I'm saying that if the Yankees would fully switch and Caballero becomes the new shortstop, I'd understand it. I think Volpe's a AAA guy. I don't think he's an MLB player. So
I remember when Volpe
was
touted as like a rookie of the year kind of thing, and I think he's had like 1 month I've ever seen him do well.
Yes. He's a historically atrocious hitter. And I believe somebody pulled up the stats that he had in the minors to the pros, and it's ugly. I'll put it that way. So the point is, I'd rather see Caballero every day, but I do think you're right. I think Volpe, for whatever reason, Boone just won't quit on. So maybe he plays in this game. Maybe he gets lifted midway through the game. Who knows? But if you've been this bad, I think that plus 135 is a solid play. So I'll take that.
No. I think it is. I think it is.
I'm going to ask you, what do you think is a correct price for Volpe's struggles for him not to get a hit in this game?
Well, I'm not as high on Cavalli, but
Cavalli's given up 7+ hits in like 3 or 4 straight. So I get it. It's more just the number itself.
No, I think that's. I mean, I think I think his form, you got to take that.
I said 105, give or take.
105 is. I mean, Logan O'Hoppy's 105.
For no hits?
And he's been atrocious.
Yeah. So is Volpe. I'm saying 105, give or take. I mean, that sounds like a closer number.
Just for what it's worth, well, he's not striking out. That's the problem with Volpe, is that he's not K-ing enough that I like it on that, because this is like the way that I map. Yeah, Volpe was hot at the beginning of the season. Is that and we can move on from this. We've actually given Anthony Volpe like way too much fucking airtime, but. The thing is what I like to look for in a guy who for no hits is like I like to see a really high K rate, because then I feel like they're not even making contact and doing that. Yeah, Volpe is just a negative EV player. So
he's been striking out 1 time per game, not 2 times per game. But you kind of want the multiple strikeout.
Right. You want them like right now, like well, I can't take him today because his BABIP's high and because I have a different play on it. But like Gabriel Arias is like fucking unplayable right now, you know?
Yeah.
Most of the Cleveland lineup is unplayable. So anyway, but I like the no hits.
Yeah, so there you go. But I like the price, so I took it, and we'll see what happens. But he might not play, so don't get mad at me if he ends up not playing today. Anyway, moving on to your second prop on the Wednesday card. What do you like?
So Drew Rasmussen. So first of all, I was going through the Rays payroll today because that's what I do after I go for a run. This is a sweatshop. If you are a Rays fan, you are supporting sweatshops. Okay, you are supporting unfair labor practices. Okay,
it's why I've called the Rays an unserious franchise for a while.
They're an unserious franchise. Did I send this to you?
No.
I thought I sent it to you. I thought I sent it to you this morning.
They've been good. It's amazing they've been this good when their actual ownership doesn't spend any money on anything. But they really don't spend money on anything.
Now, just that you have it in our unhinged text thread that I have.
They spend money on one guy in the last decade and change, and he's in a foreign country.
He's in jail. Right.
Yes.
So here's my point. My point is that first of all, their entire infield, 90% of this team has arbitration until 2029. I don't even want to hear about it.
Sounds right. Yeah.
My point is that Rasmussen, they have actually under team control till 2027. They have a team option for it. Mm-hmm. He's approaching an innings limit. I'm going to take his under outs at under 15.5 at -130. He is over in 4 straight, so it is absolutely time. D Johnson coming in. I like the under pitching outs for this one. It's time to wind him down. Over in 4 straight. 91 pitches on his last start. That's the most pitches that he's had since June 19th. We know that he has a hard cap at 150. So he's at 124 innings pitched. They're going to probably have him start a couple in September and then get him out of there. But it's time to wind down the guy that they're going to be either dealing in the offseason. I would imagine that they trade him in the offseason, to be completely honest. But
they don't want to pay him, so probably.
What's that?
I said he's going to make a decent amount of money. They don't want to pay him.
Well, they don't. He's under team control. He has next year. He'd have a thing, and then it's a club option for 27. So it's a great deal to acquire. You have him next year, and then you can decide if you want him or not. So he's probably going to get traded. Doesn't make sense for him. He's going to have terrible value if they fuck up his arm. So give me Rasmussen under outs at -130.
Okay. Well, once again, I think it is pretty telling for me.
It's also he's had his most pitches. Like I said, he's off his most pitches that he's thrown since in 2 months.
I just think it's pretty telling that you said he's gone over in 4 straight, and yet the line here, which is short in general at 15.5, is -130 on the under.
Bingo.
And that's pretty telling to me. So
against a bad team, against a team that can't hit anybody right now.
Pretty much. So it seems like they've already decided we might be starting the innings limit again. So we'll see what happens. But either way, before we get into my second prop on the show, a reminder brought to you by MyBookie.ag. Whose bookie?
My bookie.
So you can use them to bet on football, both the NFL and college. They also have a brand new NFL Super Contest, $100,000, only $15 entry, and they're offering buy 2 entries, get 1 for free. So nice deal there as well for the 100K Super Contest. And a reminder, you can also use it in ton of locations. Use crypto for deposit payouts when you sign up for your new account. Use the code SGPN to get a 100% bet back bonus up to $500 for new customers by looking at the G promo code SGPN. We're also brought to you by Rhythm. They have a lot of great sport options for you for models. They have the NFL, they have college football, baseball, golf, WNBA, you name it. But you can also check out the props they have for the NFL because last year they were really good with props. For example, 13-5 on Tyreek Hill props, 31% ROI, but they have the other sports I mentioned before. Go to the site today, start building your models for NFL Week 1, and a reminder, you get a nice 7-day free trial with the promo link that we have with Rhythm. Go to sportsgamebox.com/rhythm to get your 7-day free trial. Welcome back, everyone, to the MLB Gambling Podcast. Finished going through the first couple games or props for the show. Time to move on into my second prop for the Wednesday card. For this one, I did end up getting a singles play right last episode with Terang. I'll go with another guy who's got a lot of speed, who's been doing well lately. Give me Bobby Witt Jr. to record a single at -120. Good player in general. He's had at least one single in 12 of his last 14. Savali's pitching for Chicago, who has fallen off a cliff over the last couple of games. Last 3 starts, 14 1/3, 21 hits allowed, 16 earned runs. So he's been awful. Witt's been objectively solid. And Witt's also seen him a lot in his career. 24 plate appearances. So I do like the fact that Witt has experience against him. But when you have that much speed, and once again you have a single in 12 of your last 14 against a pitcher in free fall, I think 120 is pretty cheap. Give me Bobby Witt Jr. to record a single at -120. Any thoughts on Witt Jr. there?
Witt's been good.
Yeah. So the issue, though, of course, when you bet a guy with that much speed is he can turn anything into a double, which is kind of a problem.
He leads the league in stolen bases right now.
Yeah.
I believe
stolen base, I'm fine with.
Behind.
Yeah. Stolen base, I'm fine with. The point is just trying to hit it too much into the gap. But he's been good in general, and Savali's been terrible. So I like the spot here. Nice win by Kansas City. Crazy comeback yesterday to win that game. But give me Witt once again to do a little bit of damage here. Might do a lot of damage, but at least one single included at minus 120. Anyway, moving on into your third prop for the show. What do you like?
This is my big one. Guess who's back? Guess who's back? Back again. Jack Kokanowitz.
Oh, of course, our boy.
Our boy. And guess what we're doing?
Terrible pitcher.
7 walks over the last 2 minor league rehab starts that he had. He's going to return to the scene of the crime where he cashed us a ladder of 6 walks against the Texas Rangers, which obviously at that Texas Rangers roster had Marcus Semien, who draws a lot of walks, and a lot of other people. By the way, shout out Marcus Semien. You broke your foot, which cashed Scott and my under home runs for the season. You're a gem. Kokanowitz walks.
I forgot. Was that even a sweat, or was he just flying under?
It started to get to a sweat because he got hot. He got to 16 runs. We have 20 and a half. So
yeah.
Anyway, 3 is plus 150. We're gonna take that as the bait. We're gonna take all 3 of these to win 1 unit. So you'll end up risking a unit, and you could win 4. 3 at plus 150, 4 at plus 425, and 5 at plus 1200.
Still remember the last time we took this ladder, he had a no-hitter through about 5 innings or so, but he walked like 6 guys.
Yeah.
So we got that going for us. So I can get behind.
Wait a minute. He's a St. Joe's prep guy. Put Jermaine's. I did not know that I didn't go to St. Joe's prep. I went to Abington, but that is, I did not know that Jack.
Is that a rivalry school for you?
No, it isn't. I think Jermaine, correct me, but is Judge the St. Joe's prep? Judge might be the St. Joe's prep rival there. I don't know, but
wait, Judge. I thought Judge went to school in California.
No. Judge is another Jesuit school in Philadelphia.
But
there's that. There's Episcopal. There's a bunch of those. I think it is. But anyway, really great call in the shades of AJ Burnett. But I went to Abington, but I didn't realize that Kokanowitz is a Philly guy.
I think it's disrespectful to AJ Burnett. I think Burnett's just way better than Kokanowitz. Burnett threw a no-hitter. He's a World Series title, which I helped him win.
Oh, that's Benson. I was thinking of Benson.
AJ Burnett is a no-hitter with the Marlins where he walked like 6 guys and gave up a run. But I helped him win a World Series. I've said that story before.
Yeah, there you go, Father Judge. There it is. That's right. I didn't know. Jermaine, are you a Philly guy? I didn't even know this.
I thought he was a Philly guy.
Well, I'm glad now that I know that he is. I like him more than you. I like him more than.
That's fine.
One of our bosses, the one that has the deeper voice. That threw shade at me the other day and called me a streaker. So
it's fine. You have a Waddle ticket. It's fine.
I do have a Waddle ticket. Yeah. Look at that. See, you defend me when I needed you.
I pay attention.
All right.
I pay attention.
There you
to
go.
These things.
It's great.
All right.
Cool.
So
Kokanowitz ladder.
Ladder prices were again.
Plus 150, plus 425, plus 1200. And
it starts at how many?
3.
Okay.
He had 7 in 2 starts. He had 7 in 2 minor league starts. He's hasn't had less than 4 in forever. He had 6 against the Rangers last time. Let's take it.
All right. For my last one, I'm going to go to the Astros and Rockies game, and I found, it looks like a low-hanging fruit prop, but I'm going to take it anyway. Give me Ryan Ritter. I'm going to take his over half HRR at minus 120. He's been insane lately, and I feel like people haven't really noticed it. He's added at least 1 HRR in 18 of his last 21 games. Valdez is pitching for Houston, who I know is a big name. He's been really bad lately. Last 4 starts, 23 and a third, 31 hits allowed, 21 runs allowed. So he's been pretty awful. And you're looking at Ritter, who's been mashing left-handed pitching. So far this season, small sample, 33 plate appearances, a 344 batting average against lefties. But Ritter has been really good in the 9 spot for Colorado. Once again, he's gone over this number in 18 of his last 21. They beat Hunter Brown yesterday, which was kind of surprising, but the offense did some damage. But either way, Valdez has been good. Ritter's been good against lefties, and once again, he's been doing very well in the bottom of the order. Give me Ritter over half HRR at -120 as my final prop for the show. Thoughts on Ritter? Because nobody talks about Colorado, but he's actually been pretty good.
I thought it was, John Ritter.
No, it is not.
Josh Ritter. No, I got nothing.
It is Ryan Ritter. But random 9-hitter on Colorado's been mashing lately, so good enough for me. 344 against lefties. Like, no, this guy's pretty good.
So for this kind of stuff where there's really big splits, just do the first plate appearance stuff for this. You get way better value because it's a guy that might leave later on, you know?
That is true, but at the same point, Valdez also is known for being a workhorse who can go 7 innings when he's actually rolling. So he might actually get maybe 3 plate appearances against Valdez in this one. We'll see. But, yeah, I get what you're saying. I think that Ritter, though, can get there in a couple ways. I think yesterday he cashed it without actually getting a hit, but he scored 2 runs. So I just like how he gets on base all the time. So that's kind of my thoughts there for the last prop. That's really going to wrap it up for the actual 3-player props, but I'll ask you as always, any miscellaneous, any platonic props?
Nothing that I looked at yet. Start paying attention to the guys with higher innings that are happening, and I'll take a look at some of these K. We'll probably build a K parlay. Like I want K's on the Guardians, but the problem is that like Rasmussen's off his longest start in 2 months. I don't want to back him for K's right now. It's just, even if you didn't have a thing, like you just don't want to take whenever a pitcher is off their longest, you don't want to take them. You don't want to back them to do a lot the next one. So anyway, I'll take a look. Right now, there's not a lot there, but I'm also trying to smartly wind some stuff down so we can get into football. I can tell you, I already know a football play that I'm going to be taking that I discussed with CJ last night.
Do you want to share with the class? You're saving it.
I think I'll save it.
Okay,
I'll tell you it. I'll give you a hint. It's somebody on the Cleveland Browns.
Okay.
So. But CJ and I agree. CJ and I agree that it has a lot of ladder potential. I see some asks about Nolan McClain. DK took the outs off. Somebody. No, Joe, that's fine. I mean, like I get it. I get the play. I just I preferred the under outs. The McClain over 5Ks. It's actually. I think I'm probably going to look towards the first 5 under on this one. We had, by the way, Cash the Mets to win the series. Gave that out on the show.
No thanks to Helsley, but they got the job done.
People are just saying like the sky is falling for the Phillies. This was always a scheduled loss kind of series. I talked about this with you. It's that because that's why I gave out the Sanchez under outs. Is that like the Mets to win the series is kind of the way to do it. But
it was pretty insane that Duran gave up 4 hits without recording an out in the 9th inning, but nice job with the Mets to win the game.
That's fine. I'd rather him do that now than later.
I know it's fine. I'm just saying it was pretty crazy how the Mets actually pulled that off, but nice win by them. The bullpen fell apart, and they got the job done anyway. So
yeah,
nice job.
No. By the way, what's funny? I found out the other day that like Joe Dollar has been like doing all this stuff.
He messaged me that he signed up for Handigraph.
Yeah, I was just like, where have you been? We're all on Handigraphs except for a mooch that I see in the chat. So anyway, all right. So listen, I would for the McClain thing, I like the under in this thing. It's kind of it's not a bad Phillies spot. The Phillies need to win one of these games. I kind of think the Phillies do pull this one out, but and Walker's been a little bit better on the road. McClain's walks a lot of dudes. The K's aren't bad though, but I'll probably take his walks.
Yeah, that's fine. But so you think the Phillies win today?
Yeah, I don't hate it. I want to see what they're going to do on the lineup, and I want to see what the stuff looks like for tomorrow. But it feels like a good getaway Phillies win.
Yeah. All right. Cool. Anyone that's going to wrap it up?
Because you got to remember, like, the takeaway that people should have from this is that the Mets are better than the Reds. Don't have a takeaway that the Mets are better than, and the Phillies haven't won in New York since 1985. Like,
yeah, that is kind of the takeaway, is that the Reds were, of course, threatening the Mets, and the Mets might have needed it.
But they really weren't. Yeah.
No, but the point is they were like a game back at one point, half a game back, but the Mets might have just needed the threat to wake up and play some baseball down the stretch. But either way, point is going to wrap it up for our props before we get into the best bets and, of course, the Underdog entry. A reminder, they're brought to you by our sponsor, which is Underdog Fantasy, because they're doing Best Mania happening all summer long, giving away 15 million prizes to win first place in waiver wire, no trades, and reminder you can also use Underdog for pick'em entries. We'll give out one in a second. Go up to 500 times your entry. But their new deal, play just $5, $50 in bonus funds if you're a new customer when you use the promo code MLB SGPN. We're also brought to you by Circa, because they are hosting 3 biggest football contests upcoming in the season. They have Circa Million, Circa Survivor, Circa Grandissimo, over $20 million in guaranteed prizes. And a reminder, you can sign up at Nevada, play for winner with the help of our proxy, get footballcontest.com. Use code SGP, get $50 off your proxy fees. A reminder that the contest does close on Saturday, September 6th, so not much time left. Get in now before the entry time expires. Welcome back, everyone, to the MLB Gambling Podcast. Finish going through our props for the show. Time to move on into our best bet segment. Adam, what is your best bet for the card today?
This Rasmus, well, it's off the board now. So the James Wood case.
Okay, pretty standard. So you're going to go with 2, not 3, but 3 is the fun D-Gen play.
If we can get that, I mean, we should. Do you want to do it for the? We'll do that for the Underdog.
I highly doubt they have 3 on Underdog, but they definitely are going to have 2. But my best bet, I'm going to go with Ritter, actually. The over half in HRR, minus 120. 18 of the last 21. Guy matches a left-handed pitching. Valdez has been quite bad. I like the spot for Ritter. I'll go with him as my best bet at over half in HRR. So that's going to be my thoughts for best bet. Underdog, though, I'll ask you what exactly you like, because we can just run back Wood strikeouts. Of course, I'm going to co-sign it.
For Underdog?
Yeah. Unless you don't want to use it for Underdog.
No, man, it's been a free space.
It's been a free space. There's really no reason to not take it.
There's no reason to not do this. Let's also see. There was let me look at my at Handygraphs. So I see Jermaine saying like, "Hey, I was confused on Handygraphs." We have a whole bunch of little videos. They're all short. I can also show you how to do things. But once you kind of figure out what you want to do, it makes understanding the data a lot easier.
For the record, my guess, people are guessing the Browns player. My guess is Jerry Jeudy, but that's my guess.
I do have Jerry Jeudy under 900 yards for the season. Okay, let me see what I want to do. What did you want? Did you want to recycle something?
Do you want to recycle Ritter, or you're not interested?
I'm not interested.
Okay.
I'm trying to see. Is there somebody who stinks today? Let's see. I'm going to use my. I have a filter on Handygraphs called "Smacked Around Like a Hoe." Is there anybody on?
I mean, did you want to fade Rasmussen, but not through the outs? Do they have outs listed on that?
I mean, if they do, I think it's a great play.
You said some books have removed it, but if Underdog still has it, we could take it. So,
dude, better idea. Lower 30.5.
Fantasy score. That's fine.
Okay.
So we'll take that.
And then, wait, Slade's pitching today?
Yes.
It's a play up spot for Slade, in my opinion. But I don't really want to screw with it. Okay, so who's at home that could be good? Who's been not good? Let's see. There's Ryan Bergert has been good.
Savali's been terrible.
Savali's been awful. Do we want to take another? Let me see if there's another KCR. Vinny P.
He's been
Barrel
good.
Barrel machine.
You want the HRR to play it safe?
Yeah. Let me just look at what it is.
That's fine.
Dude, by the way, you want to know what the worst bet is in baseball right now?
I have to think about this for a second.
No, you don't. It's home runs. There is no value in betting.
Oh, I thought you meant a specific player, like the worst.
No.
Bet, not market.
It's terrible. Okay. It's just a terrible bet. Like it's just
they nuked all the odds.
Well, it's been like this every year, but it's just awful. It's like really, really bad.
Well, you're already accounting for the slowly changing weather, which plays back.
It hasn't been good all season. Yeah, let's do. You want to get Freaky into Vinny P.
I said HRR if you want to play it safe.
All right, or I was going to say RBI.
Either or. I'll let you decide, but I'm fine with Vinny.
Let's do the HR. We can do the HRR. There's the HRR. Okay.
That's fine.
All right, so we have James Wood, 2 strikeouts or higher, 1.5 strikeouts. What's that?
Ooh, piece of candy.
Ooh, piece of candy. Drew Rasmussen, lower 30.5 fantasy points. Vinny Pascantino, higher 1.5 hits, runs, RBIs. It's a 6 times payout, but you and I both know how Underdog works.
It doesn't mean anything.
Doesn't mean anything. So I'm doing it.
All right, cool. I know it's going to wrap it up for the show. I'll be back in about 20 minutes. I got a WNBA show with Terrell, so I'll be busy with that. But I was going to be on the show later today for the Thursday game previews. I will not be. Mal and I switched, so I'll be on the show tomorrow instead. But I did a tennis episode last night as well, so I've been kind of busy. Either way, though, it's going to wrap it up for the show. Follow me on Twitter, Radio. My name is Twitter @HeroesBurg. And until next time, good luck to all of you and all of your bats. Bye, everyone.